Hey everyone, my name is Michael Sinatare. I'm a Senior Director, Office of the CISO at Gong, and I'm going to do a demonstration about how I utilize Gong each and every day. But before I do want to kind of set the stage and go a little bit behind the curtain in terms of what are the top things that cybersecurity leaders think about. The first of which is protecting the organization and seeing to it that the people are protected against cyber attacks. That's clear, that's unquestionable, there's no ambiguity around that. But the second thing that's top of mind that really doesn't get the headlines or airplay, but there hasn't really been a lot of discussion about real solutions that solve for this, but it's very much top of mind. It is, what role does a security organization play and how do you quantify the value that your security organization provides to the business from a revenue perspective under this historical paradigm that security has historically been a cost center. Well, before I came to Gong, right, this was something that I had vulnerabilities about and struggled in terms of how to articulate that value, answer that question. And I couldn't do it with confidence, and I had blind spots. But then fast forward to 3 years after being at Gong, and I now have really this new perspective, and I'm even more passionate about the role that security can play in terms of driving revenue and complementing the business. So let's jump into the demonstration here. And this is Gong. And so as we go through it, I want to just kind of frame it with 3 things that I think about here. The first of which is just having to understand what is the business priorities. The second element is what are some of the external themes from our customers and what are their perceptions about our security program. And then the third thing that really is top of mind for me that I didn't have from before joining Gong or utilizing it is, how is my team doing in terms of articulating the value and actually contributing to the business? So I'm going to kind of show you just to do a quick demonstration of what I do to answer each one of those questions. So this is my Gong homepage. And so let's kind of talk about the first question, which is, what are the different priorities of the business? As I look at the homepage, I take a look at the different areas here, and I'm going to go into different deals. And what I'm always concerned about is what are the particular pipeline of revenue coming in with the organization. And so what I'm orienting you with is a perspective of these are the customers and prospects that we're selling to, and under the team of our CRO here, and what are the different phases that we have. And the key thing that Gong has enabled me to do is I'm actually created this area over here where I can identify what are the different deals where we're engaged from a security perspective. And I have it clicked here, and I can see that there are 4 active deals that are closing this quarter. One of these is Clarity Makers. And I know because of the AI within Gong that the deal risk score for that is relatively low. So that's something that I want to click into. I can go in here and I can see some of the negative ratings associated with it, but then I'll go through here and then I'm going to ask a question, and I have a couple of stock ones here, but what are the questions that I always like to ask are, what are the security objections that we need to resolve? And as I can see here, it very quickly, Gong instantaneously comes back with some of the different things that are inhibiting this deal from closing. And I can see that it relates to certain things with the compliance perspective. I will drill into that, and I can actually see that there are certain calls that happened, that occurred, that I should look into. And so then I can click on that particular call, drill into what was specifically said, and then actually go to the point of the call where
That's reassuring to you.
And I'm listening to the call. I'm understanding what the client perspective is, and then I can provide comments to the representative or pivot to, taking action myself. And so this was visibility that I'd never had from both what the business priorities were. The second thing that I want to demonstrate for you is what is the voice of the customer? What is the customer saying about our particular security and products? And so I can go actually here and look for all the different conversations that take place. And one of the things that we've done is we've established a tracker for security. So I type that in here, and then and almost instantaneously it comes back with the different areas that security is being mentioned on calls. And this is important to me because people are prisoners of the moment. They tend to distort facts. What did the customer say? And so without any ambiguity, I can go through here and take a look at different decisions. I can note here that this was a meeting that was had where they had a final decision, what was required. They were concerned about our compliance. And then I can drill into that and actually get some perspective, like what we need to respond there. Okay. The third element that I wanted to show you is just what are some of the insights that my team is doing? How are they contributing? And because at Gong, we advocate that everyone within the organization utilizes the platform, I'm able to very quickly get a sense of how is my team listening to calls, engaging within the platform. I can actually see by each one of my team members, how are we listening to calls? Are we providing feedback? Are we giving feedback? And so I can look at individual people and kind of get a sense of where they may need some coaching around that. The second element here that is really important to me is having different coaching mechanisms for them and giving them different feedback. And so this is all autonomous here. I can give members of my team credit to really try to understand how they're doing in terms of providing coaching and feedback. So that's just a quick flyby. But in summary, the things that I wanted to just convey to security leaders is that Gong is this revenue intelligence platform. It is set to drive revenue for organizations, but as a security leader, you're actually able to leverage many of the insights that your sales teams are having.